Hey there, Taurus, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are well. I hope all is well in your world today. So this is your reading for the next few weeks, whenever you come across it, because it's a timeless reading and it's also a general reading. So just take from it what you need, leave behind what you don't. You know, I can't. Sometimes things go a little bit specific, and that certain message might not be for you. So just take what you need, and leave behind what you don't. Simple. It's also for you if you are Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising. So you may want to do a little bit of cross-watching to catch up with all your other placements. But we're going to use these Light Seers, put them the other way around, Light Seers tarot cards to find our general energy, our general theme of this reading. And we'll find 3 cards, see what the general theme is for you, the general energy is for you for the next few weeks. So give these a little bit more of a shuffle for you, Taurus. Oops, I'm not going to take those because that was just my bad shuffling. And let's have a little bit of a look. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, moving forward with an open heart in a loving, compassionate way. 4 of Wands. Always want to say wands and swords. 4 of Swords. So 4 of Swords, she's in her little nest there. So I think you're going to take some time. It's going to be a time of resting the mind, resting the body. And then we've got the Tower card. So sudden change, a sudden pivot into a different direction, whether that's physically or mentally. So let's have a little bit of a look what's been going on in your recent past, Taurus. See what energy we've got in the recent past, what's been happening. I'd love to know if this reading resonates with you. If it does, let me know in the comments how. Or a simple thumbs up is amazing. A subscription is always a winner as well, because that helps me to grow my channel and it helps you to keep up with your readings. So got one out already, but it's facing the other way, so I don't know what it is. Let's have a look. We've got the 3 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords. I'm going to do 3 clarifiers straight away under there. We've got the Fool, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, and we've got the Chariot. Okay, so we've got this 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is all about looking out onto the horizon and seeing where to next. I think you've maybe outgrown a situation, or you're really feeling the need to move on in some way or do something a little bit differently. And he is there, he's checking out the horizon and he's deciding what direction he's going to take, where to next. And then underneath that, as a clarifier, we've got the Fool. So he's setting off. It fits perfectly because he's setting off onto his new journey. He's got his little dog and he's got his knapsack on his back. The sun's shining on him. There's some ice on the mountains in the background to sort of signify that the journey may be going on. It's not always all going to be plain sailing and sunshine and roses, but he's setting off onto a brand new. I'm just checking my sound on. Brand new adventure. And I think that's what you've been feeling that you've needed in the recent past. Whether you've actually taken steps to move off into it, I can't tell you yet. We'll have a little bit of a look. But the Fool is just taking that leap of faith. He's moving forward. He's setting off on his adventure, despite the fact that things, it could go either way. He's just taking that leap of faith. So in our central part, we've got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. He's got lots of choices there. He's got a different cup with a different thing in it. Some might be good, some might be bad. So this follows on from our Fool. He's got those 7 cups. He's got those 7 choices. Where life takes him is up to him. Those cups represent his hopes and dreams, and so if he wants to bring a dream into reality, he's actually got to grab that cup and bring that down to earth and just make a choice. But I think he's or you may have been afraid to make that choice, afraid to put your energy behind one of those cups because of of fear, or fear of maybe it's not going to turn out as you think, or what if it goes wrong, or what if, you know, it's not right, or whatever. Because we've got that the Five of Pentacles, card of lack, the fear of lack. So that could be fear of lack of health, fear of lack of wealth, of stuff, of, you know, something tangible, something earthly. So it may well be that you've just been quite fearful about taking the plunge and throwing your energy behind something, going off on a new adventure in a certain direction, because, you know, you're not quite sure how it's going to turn out. But isn't that the joy of life? I know it can be quite fearful moving forwards on a project and putting all your time and energy and efforts into one thing when, you know, maybe things haven't worked out for you in some way in the past, and it can be a little bit scary to then commit yourself to something in that way. But I think in this case, you know, you've got to sort of go all in. You've got to take that chance, take that leap of faith. Set off on that new adventure, because you don't know what's going to happen. None of us knows what's going to happen. We just have to try, and then, you know, if things don't quite work out, or if things don't feel right, then we constantly have choices to make through every day, every hour, that can just divert us onto a different path. So I think hopefully you have begun this journey, taken the leap of faith, and you're beginning to bring your hopes and dreams into reality. Excuse me. Right, we've got the Ace of Swords there. The Ace of Swords is about finding inspiration, finding clarity. So I'm hoping that you have begun to put the wheels in motion and start moving forwards, bringing your dreams down into reality. And you're starting to see things, the truth behind things, the clarity in the situation. And as you're seeing that clarity and seeing things as they truly are, or you're beginning to see it, because don't forget, an ace is a potential, what's the word? Oh, my brain's gone to scrambled egg at the moment. It's got it's a little seedling. It's a little seedling of clarity. So you're just beginning to see that, and hopefully that is enough to really spur you on, because underneath we've got the Chariot card, and the Chariot is about forward momentum. Oh, let's find some focus. I don't know what. Oh, there we go. See there, he's on in his chariot. He's got his two sphinxes in front of him, and they're both sort of pointing out. So if they both decide to run in that direction, he's going to be really thrown off course. And the thing with the Chariot, it's all about keeping focus and staying on the path, moving towards your destiny. Because in this card, he's got stars all over his crown, he's got stars all over his canopy, and that's the symbolism to being connected to his divine self, to his higher self, to know it, to his soul knowing where he needs to go, which direction he needs to be running in. And it's all about keeping that focus, keeping your eye on the prize, keeping yourself on track, and just following your intuition, and just staying on track to move towards your destiny. So we've just got this Page of Cups here, which is in the energy, the general energy of the reading, and that's in sort of our recent past placement. Page of Cups is all about having an open heart, and I think, you know, hopefully you have had that open heart. You've been open to moving towards your hopes, dreams, passions, destiny, and you're allowing yourself to be led by your heart towards where your intuition, towards where it is that you need to be going. So current energy, Four of Swords, rest, relax, reboot, rest in the mind, maybe reevaluating. It's all those re-words. Let's see what's going on in your current energy. Excuse me, dropped one there. Let's have a, oh, we'll take that one, but not those, because they're down to, again, my very poor shuffling. Okay, Taurus, let's see. We've got the High Priestess in our current energy. We've got the Lovers. We've got the King of Cups. I have 3 clarifiers to go with those. Page of Swords. Ten of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, current energy. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is very connected to her emotions and to her intuition. Some might say she's got a very deep psychic connection. And I think that ties in very much with the Four of Swords, because I think she's turned her mind off. She's having a rest. It's being a sword. It's the mind, your thoughts, and so she's resting her mind. And so when she's resting her mind, she's actually allowing her intuition to shine through. So I think actually that is where you are in the current moment. Hopefully you're being led by your intuition. You're letting your brain have a little bit of a rest, and you're engaging your intuition rather than your brain and overworking your brain, overstimulating it, overthinking, overanalyzing, all of those things. And you're allowing your body to have a deep reset, a deep rest, or your mind to have a deep rest. And in doing that, you're letting your intuition shine through, because we've got the Page of Swords here. And the pages are generally, they come with a message. And being a sword, it's clarity. See, the clouds are starting to clear there. And I think, you're beginning to get the message from your intuition. About where to next, where you're going next, and where you're you're being intuitively led, which is great. You're sort of finding your direction, and it's by taking that time to rest your mind, you are connecting deeply with your divine self, with your intuition. Obviously we had the Chariot, which was starting to push you forwards. Don't forget, these aren't like set things. They they sort of blend into one. So as your recent past ends, obviously you're gently flowing into this future energy. And so hopefully you're really being led by, what is right for you towards your destiny. We've got the Lovers card, and we've got the 10 of Cups underneath. And so hopefully you are in a good place with your relationships at the moment. And it could be just family relationships, it could be work relationships, just some sort of connection that you have with a person that's a really strong bond. I actually think it's more family, more intimate, because obviously we've got this 10 of Cups here. And the 10 of Cups is a card of just having that happiness, the joy, the contentment, the love, and the stability that you need at the moment. And so hopefully, if you've been in a bit of things have been quite difficult and quite sticky in recent times, things are really starting to settle down, and you are finding a little bit more stability and contentment and happiness with those nearest and dearest around you. Like I say, I feel like it's more home related. We've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups, He's very in charge of his inner landscape. He doesn't let any outside dramas and things going on in the outside world, because there is a lot of things going on in the outside world at the moment. He's not letting that affect him. He's in charge of his emotions. He's not getting dragged into drama, and he's just being steady and stable and just moving forward. So I think either you've got somebody around you that is that way inclined, that's really supporting you. But I actually think for most of you, that is you. You are feeling more secure, more connected, more stable, in your inside world, obviously, because you're connecting maybe with that intuition, because maybe you've disengaged your brain, and you've found that disconnect between brain and intuition. You just sort of put that to one side for the minute, and that's allowing you to be in a more stable state, more high vibrational state, rather than being dragged into those lower vibrational feelings of fear and worry. All of those. So with that King of Cups, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe because you're feeling in a more secure, stable state and you're not getting dragged into, all the fear mongering that's going on in the outside world around us, you are able to really take any of the opportunities that are coming towards you. And I think there's a one in the form of an Ace of Pentacles, which is obviously this little seedling of a possibility of you having something that you can nurture into life and grow, something tangible. So, again, health, wealth stuff, relationships, home, something tangible that you can put your time, effort and energy into to really build and grow into something that's going to be abundant for you in the future. So sounds like a pretty good place that you're in at the moment, Taurus. Again, I'd love to know. Pop it, me a thumbs up or a like, or a comment in the thingy below. The thingy below. So technical, aren't I? Technically minded. Right, let's have a look at some future energy. Future energy for you, Taurus. So I'm just drawing up here, we've got the Tower as in the placement of our future energy. So swift changes of a material or a mind variety. Let's have a little bit of a look. Right. We've got the Devil card, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got the Two of Wands. We have got the Eight of Wands, we've got the Queen of Cups, and we've got the Three of Cups. Right, so moving into our future energy, we're starting off with the Devil. And the Devil card is, it's all those lower vibrational thoughts, behaviours, ways of coping, the things that we use to help us manage situations when we're not feeling at our strongest, when our light's not shining the way that it should. Maybe it's been dimmed in some way, or maybe it's just ways that we have things that we have done in the past that we think have helped us, but actually in reality they either no longer serve us anymore. They might have been okay when you're in a real tough situation and it's been just all that's been available to you, but now you're in a better place, and those behaviours or feelings or whatever don't serve you anymore. The Devil speaks of things like addictions, so too much alcohol, shopping, gambling, whatever. It also can speak of self-sabotaging behaviour, negative self-talk, the old "I can't do it" and putting obstacles in our way. It's like our shadow side, so the things that we don't always want to look at, that's there within our personality that we don't want to engage with really. But it is part of us, and it's something we need it. It's sort of there for certain occasions, isn't it? So I think moving forward, you may be feeling like you've sort of fallen into those negative energies, that negative vibration, lower vibrational ways of being. But I don't think it's going to be long-lived. It's going to be short-lived, and it's going to sort of move through you pretty quickly. And I think this is where our Tower card comes in, because I think you're going to have a shift in the way that you're thinking, and it's going to be quite swift. Obviously, we've got that Eight of Wands, and that's all about really quick forward movement. And I think something's going to come with the Tower, a situation, somebody saying something happening on the outside world that's going to really shift you and knock you straight out of that negative, lower vibrational way of being, kicking you forwards into a more uplifting, positive, more compassionate way. So I don't know what that specifically is. Obviously, it's all going to be something different for all of you. But, it's always good. Forewarned is forearmed. So if you notice yourself falling into that sort of low vibrational feeling, Try and lift yourself in any way that you can. So the things that can lift our vibration are eating good food, getting out into nature, taking a walk, getting some exercise, getting on the yoga mat, meditating, dancing around your house, singing, go and have a coffee with your mates and have a good old laugh. All of those things help us to lift ourselves. Have a nice warm bubbly bath, hot shower, the things that make you feel better. So sometimes we have to put a little bit of extra effort into things, don't we? We have to work extra harder to look after ourselves and to lift our energy. And I think it's really important at the moment to stay light and stay bright. It's very, very easy to fall down rabbit holes of darkness on the internet, of negativity. You know, there's so much negativity around us in our outside world, and it is so important for us to be informed, but to not linger too long on those negative things. And so, by all means, check out the news. By all means, have a little read of an article, but leave it behind. You've read it, move on. Because I think it's so important for us all to shine our light out there, to lift our vibration, and in doing so, it radiates, and it's then allowed to spread far and wide through ourselves, and then the other people that we touch with our light. It then sort of has a domino effect. So I think at the moment it's very, very important for us all to do that, for us all to keep as light and bright and sparkly as we possibly can. No, it's not always easy, and sometimes it needs a lot more work than other times, but by just keeping things positive, keeping things on a higher vibration, we'll do that. And again, that's food, that's laughter, that's music, that's friends, all of these lovely things. Spending time in nature is a massive one. Exercise, just get yourself out there and get yourself lifted in any way that you can. So, moving on. We have the Hierophant there, and we have the Queen of Cups. So I actually think I did a little reading for you before, and then it had a technical issue. And we actually got those two cards. Those two cards were in the same placement. And I actually think this is about you sharing your knowledge, sharing. To be honest, I actually think it's what I've just said. I think it's you shining your light, your spirituality, your goodness, your positiveness, your lightness, shining it with others in a really warm, loving, compassionate way. Because we've got that knight, the Hierophant. He's obviously a very spiritual being, very spiritual man, and he's got his followers are listening to him and sort of listening to the words that he's saying, and I think that is you. I think you. It's important for you in the future, this future energy, for you to shine your light to others with love, with compassion. The Queen of Cups, she's super compassionate. She's super loving. She puts other people first. She really has an open heart and a warm heart. She's very caring, and I think that is. You're going to sort of shift from this negative way of sort of being that you've sort of temporarily fallen into, and it's going to switch really quickly, and you're going to go into light phase where you're shining your light out to everybody and anybody who'll listen. And so we've got the Two of Wands here, and he's got the world in his hand. He's making choices about where he's going to next, and I think you are going to. I think by being this light person, this shiny person, this person that is spreading this loveliness, this love and compassion around, I think you're opening yourself up to moving onwards to wherever you wish to take yourself. I think you're going to have choices about where you want to go next, coming up in the future energy. It's right at the end of our future energy. So I think this is, sort of before you move on to the next phase, and hopefully your next reading will tie on to the end of that. It'd be exciting to know where, what's happened. Excuse me. Oh, I've got a hiccup bubbling. Where you are going to take this next, what's, you know, where's the way forward for you next. Underneath that, we've got the Three of Cups. And so that's celebrations and, you know, receiving lots of love and compassion from the people around you, your nearest and dearest. So I think it's going to be a time of celebration in this future energy. You're going to have this little blip, but I think it's required, I think, for you to have the turning point and for you to just completely flip the way that you move forward. I think it's going to open up a whole different path for you, and it's going to be a really good path. It's sending you off, I think, in this chariot place, you know, the chariot placement, the moving forwards towards your destiny, because, you know, we don't just arrive at our destiny, do we? We go along different little routes, and then we realise that's not it. Maybe we get kicked off it by the universe and then off into a different way. But we have to have experiences, different experiences that give us more empathy, more compassion for others, that then allows us to learn and to become wiser, and then to set off on a whole different direction, in a whole different tangent. And I think that's what's happened to you in a really quick, swift way in this future energy. I really do think that you are being sort of shifted onto a different path. That's the path of your destiny, but you need to have the experience of it first to do that. So, right, let's have a little bit of 3 cards on how best to navigate the next few weeks, the next month for you, Taurus. Right. Oh, one's out already. Oh, we've got another one. Oh, we've got about 10 there. We don't need those. Let's have one more. Oops. Right, we've got 2 more. Right. So, 7 of Wands. That's following your gut, following your instincts, following your intuition, and not letting anything get in the way, really. Not, you know, any obstacles that come up in your path, just sort of moving them to one side and just keeping forward. And I think that's really great advice, because we've got a lot about connecting to your intuition in this reading. And I think, you know, listen to your intuition and just move forwards. Be stubborn with it. Just keep on track, keep on path, and not let yourself get thrown along the way. And we've got the Moon card here, and that's actually a card of not being knocked off your path by lower vibrational sort of energies like fear. So I think, you know, you're going to come across this during this month. You're going to sort of be tested and potentially thrown off path if you don't choose to go with the energy, because tarot's not law. You can do whatever you want. You've got free will. But I think if you can stay on your path, if you can keep your focus and keep your end goal in sight, and not get wavered by any extra feelings and emotions that maybe aren't helpful to you, then you're really going to power towards your destiny. We've got the King of Wands there, and he is super powerful. He's courageous. He's not letting anything get in his way of moving towards his joys, his passions, the things that light his fire. And so I'm hoping that you're going to embrace that energy during this month, Taurus, and you're really going to, move forward with confidence, because you are amazing. You can do this, and you are a sparkly, bright, light person, and you are a leader, and he is all of that. And hopefully you're going to embody and embrace his energy. And with him, we've got the 9 of Wands, and that's about resilience, about not giving up. It's the wounded soldier card in the traditional Rider-Waite. There's a soldier, he's got all bandaged up, and he's looking towards his past because he's had a really tricky time. And this is about not giving up, about, really pushing towards the things that make you happy, that bring you joy, that bring you passion, that are worth getting up for in the morning. And I think, it's all about having that resilience, coming across obstacles, coming across challenges, but doing it anyway, but keeping moving forward, putting one foot in front of the other, and having faith in yourself, having confidence in yourself. Because like I said, you are amazing, and you are a light, a bright light that's needed at the moment. So, Taurus, I'd love to know if this resonates. In the meantime, have a really fabulous few weeks. I'll catch up with you very soon with another reading in the next month, or even sooner if I can possibly get my life in order so I've got a little bit more time, then you shall get a reading even sooner. But in the meantime, have a really, really great day. Have a great week. Have a great month. Take care, and I will see you very, very soon.